You might recall that not long after taking over Twitter, Elon Musk swore that this was about power to the people, about taking away these elite special advantages with their blue checks and their big follower counts, just making it available to everybody. This is about free speech and the regular masses of people. And that message was so popular, it got 66,000 retweets. People love that. And we're conned by it because from the very beginning, it has not been about that at all. With every added feature that Elon Musk puts behind a paywall, it becomes less about power to the people and more about money from the people and to him. Because now, in addition to all the other things that have changed, you will not appear on Twitter's For You page unless you're one of the verified accounts. And I will remind you, it does not verify you. It only verifies that you have $8 a month. Also, you are not going to be able to vote in polls unless you pay the richest man in the world $8 a month. This is now even pettier than I would have thought Elon Musk would go to. Like power to the people, free speech, you can't even weigh in on polls unless you pay him. It's madness. And then you can add on things that I think most people are gonna be less worried about, regular people, like for instance, that supposedly in just a couple days, 3 days, I think, legacy actual verified people are gonna lose their blue check marks. That's gonna be gone soon unless they pay Elon Musk. We'll see how popular that is. I have a feeling he understands that it's not popular because they're gonna be rolling out a feature soon where you can pay him and hide that you're doing that by not showing the check mark. So something that was initially pay so you can have it as a sign of like how cool you are, now they're gonna make it so that you can hide it because they know it's a badge of shame. Anyway, there's a lot going on out there in Twitter. River, what do you make of the developments?
Well, if you wanted to know why I'm spending less time on Twitter, this is precisely why. It's like such a night. It sucks because it was such a tool. Like it actually, and it still is a tool and a powerful one, which is why he wanted it. But it's incredible to me that people were conned that this is somehow a good idea, or that this guy is like intelligent in any way beyond just like talking a lot, and he likes to hear himself talk, and like have other people just worship him, which, hey, don't we all, but at the same time, I'm not buying a social media platform just to make me seem cool. It's also one of the things is that you have to pay for two-step verification, which is like anybody charging you for basic safety in an account is a bad idea. It's a bad place, It's not a good place to be. And I didn't know that about losing the badge. And like, I know this is gonna sound very silly, but like I worked for that following that I had. I worked for that and I got that thing, and like it doesn't mean I'm any better than anybody. It just means that I am who I say I am. And it's wild.
You are who you are.
That people twisted it into this like, oh, they think they're so this and that. It's like, dude, you're an emerald miner. You're like, you are the elitist. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and the idea that you would immediately pivot from look at these people who want to be elevated and look cool by having it to, hey, pay me and I'll let you also look cool by having it. It's such a weird
elevated, yeah.
Yeah. And again, to take away verification that's already been produced is just weird. It's obviously it's effectively $8 a month extortion. And it also ignores the fact that doing the verification was beneficial to the individual, but it was also beneficial to the platform. Producing a place where people know if who they're talking to is the person that they say they are is a social good. It's not just good for that person. And I have no idea where most people with these legacy verified accounts are gonna come down on it. But I will say that at this point, I can't conceive of paying him $8 a month. Not because I can't necessarily afford it, but because I will not give the richest man in the world $8 for his vanity project. And the value just isn't there. So I am assuming that in a few days, I'm gonna lose my blue check.
Why would I pay $8 for a free service? Like, why would I pay $8 for a free service? Like, that's what.
Do you vote in polls a lot?
No.
I'm gonna be able to post them, but not vote in
elections. I'm not gonna pay a poll tax. You're out of your mind. I'm not gonna pay for a free service. That's crazy.
It does seem crazy. I did want to talk about the VIP list. We're gonna do that on tomorrow's show because I want to make sure that we get to this last story. But it's just he is working overtime to wreck that site. He says it's worth less than half of what he bought it for. Many people believe that that is a significant overestimation of its worth. And this is how you get to that. This is how you kill a company, is with these sorts of decisions. So congrats to all the people who've worshiped him as some sort of genius. Take a look at what his genius hath wrought.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.